Good evening, dear students and my colleagues. So, thank you for your valuable support. We crossed 50 hours watching, and it is an incredible journey. You made it possible. Thank you for your valuable support. So, we are entering into the Make Science Simple series 05. Here, we are going to see some important words and the terms and the meanings, and what are the words available which you should know as a marketing executive and a student. The first word what you are going to see here is intra. Intra means inside or within. The very common example for that is intravenous injection. So the intravenous injection is administered into the vein. And also if you are having intraverticular, and that is nothing but within the system of ventricles in the brain. And intracytoplasmic, that is located or occurring within the cytoplasm of cell. Intramyocardial, which is within the myocardium. Intraepithelial, within the epithelium layer. And one of the most important word as a specialty word, what we should know is intracerebroventricular. Right? It is within the system, that is our ventricular system of brain. Next, inter. Inter is generally mean by between, among, mutually, or reciprocal. In simple language, inter can be said as in between. Interlayer is the layer situated between two other layers. Interface, the stage of cell between two successive mitotic or meiotic divisions. Interact. Interacts, generally we say that during our lectures we always say that please interact. Please interact in the sense please talk to each other. So that is called as interact. Intra-articular. It is particularly between joints or articulation. So we always say the intra-articular pain. There's a pain in our joints. So this is inter. Inter means between, among, or mutually, or reciprocal. Please keep this in mind. Exo. Exo means outside, right? Or released outside. Exocrine system, which produced or being or relating to a secretion that is released outside its source. Exaculation, the act of putting out the eyes. And exocytosis, the release of cellular substance from the body to the outside environment. Exogenous is an agent from outside the organism or system. And exothermic, the characterized by or formed with evaluation of heat that released from any substance or molecule. Exothermic means something released out, outside. The next word what we are going to see is endo. Endo means inside. We generally knew a word called as endoscopy. There is a small camera which will be inserted into your internal organ to know about the nature of the internal organ. That's why it is called as endoscopy. If you see this layer, the inside layer of the heart is called as endocardium, right? This is what you should know. The in between layer is called as pericardium, the outer layer is called as epicardium. Endocrine system. So endocrine is secreting internally into the blood or the lymphatic system. Endocranial. So cranial is nothing but our skull. Skull, the scientific word for skull is cranial. So endocranial means the inner surface of the skull. Please keep this in mind. So these are some common words for endo. And pre, that is before. Generally we heard a word called as pre-diabetic, the level which is before diabetic. The Sugar level is between 110 to 125. We call as pre-diabetic condition, right? Pre-operative, pre-surgery means before surgery. Pre-digest, so before the digestion of the food. Pre-malignant, it is nothing but before cancer. So pre generally stands for before. The prefix pre stands for before. Next, peri. Peri means in between. Perioperative. When we say perioperative, that is nothing but during the surgery process. Peripancreatitis is nothing but inflammation of tissue around the pancreas. Periesophagitis, that is nothing but inflammation of the tissue around the esophagus. Pericardium layer, the layer in between. So this is endocardium and this is epicardium. In between this layer is called as pericardium. Post. Post means after. Post operative condition. Post surgery means after the surgery is called as post operative condition. Here we are having the nervous system which is presynaptic and postsynaptic. So this is called as presynaptic end and this is called as postsynaptic end. When the neurotransmitter released, it goes to the postsynaptic end. Right? Post traumatic, it is happen always after a great shock or injury. Post synaptic, just now I told it is in the nervous system. Post transfusion, after the transfusion of the blood, is called as post transfusion. So these are common words which we should know regarding post. The next word is sub. Sub is between or below or underneath. Anything situated below or underneath is called as sub. Submucosal layer. You can able to see the submucosal layer, right? Mucosa, submucosa, and serosa and subserosa. So anything which is under or below is called as sub. Submucosal layer, you can able to see here. This is a submucosal layer. Subclinical, right? So in case of any disease or injury, if you have anything without sign and symptom that are detectable by physical examination or lab test are not clinically manifest is called as subclinical parameters. Subserosa, the layer which is next to the serosa layer is called as subserosa and subcutaneous. The layer below your dermis layer is called as subcutaneous layer. Your skin layer is classified into three layers: epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous. Subconjunctiva is a layer below your conjunctivitis. Thank you and happy learning. And in case if you found any new word, please connect and try to get, and we will try to solve the meaning of that particular word with the help of internet sources.